show ya. Wish for me to call you when you're turning me on. The way you telling me you wanted me down. Done it, I done this before you falling. I won't catch you, don't know I'm stalling. Cause you love to have them all crying.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Haley. If you're new on my channel, I love to share tons of cleaning motivation, decorating home videos, and in today's video we are going to be cleaning up after getting home from a cruise. Me and my husband went on a cruise, and then the kids were with my parents, so we got in late, and so we went picked up the kids, and then we kind of just like unloaded our bags, we got the things out that we needed, and then kind of left it. So this is the next day after getting back. We needed to get this all cleaned up. We had laundry to do, we needed to unpack the bags, all the things. So I started out by taking my suitcase into my room, and I'm unloading all the clothes. There was a little bit of Trajan's clothes. We put all of the dirty clothes in his bag, and then all of the clean ones in mine, just that way we knew exactly which ones were dirty, and it just was more convenient that way. So that's a little hack if you don't do that. If you're on a trip, kind of, I guess a long trip, start putting the clothes into another bag. It worked perfect for us. And then my mom was really nice, and she basically just kept up on the laundry as the kids wore them. So we just had like a few things from the stuff that they had worn from that day that was dirty. So it was nice that I didn't have tons and tons of laundry of theirs to clean up. So that was really nice and helpful, especially because I packed a ton of clothes for them. I didn't know what the weather was going to be like. So I brought like warm clothes and cold clothes. I mean, they live about 10 to 15 minutes away from us, so they literally could just come to our house if they needed more clothes. But they decided, well, not decided, but it worked out that they could just have the clothes they need. But now I'm going ahead and kind of unpacking my toiletries. I keep this like bigger one for when we're going like to where I don't need airplane type toiletry type stuff. So kind of putting that all back and organized, and then we're going to get the bed made in here and just lightly cleaning, and mainly just unpacking and getting the house reset. Before we left, I had made sure I had the house deep clean and just like put together. I feel like it's just way less chaotic if you do that. So the house may seem like a mess, but that was just because we kind of threw our stuff in and dropped it. So we're going to go ahead and finish making the bed, and I'm unloading our bag now. This is all of our dirty clothes that needed to be washed, and then we're going to move on into unloading the kids' clothes. I had to grab it from the living room, and we're going to get that all unpacked as well.
Like I was falling through the air. Myself to hold my hand, standing in the shadows of where we have been, sleeping with your back facing me. I know this isn't us. Baby, pull me closer, let's fall in love. Oh, I can feel my body move to every move you make, and I can feel the tension every time we close. I know whatever happens, I will have you next to me. Cause tonight we have it all. Cause we're dancing as one. 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 Two places all at once. Wish that what we said would come undone. Feels like our minds have been turned off. Haven't seen each other for so long. I know this isn't us. Baby, pull me closer, let's fall in love. Oh, I can feel my body move to every move you make, and I can feel the tension every time we close. I know whatever happens, I will have you next to me. Cause tonight we have it all. Cause we're dancing as one.
So I'm just getting all of the kids' things unpacked. It really didn't take too much time. It definitely was nice that we were just taking them to my parents' house. We were originally going to be swapping days with people who was watching them, but it ended up just being that my parents watched them for the week, and then my sisters. I have one that's still living at home, and then the others came and helped watch at the house. So it worked out that they were just kind of in one area. So we didn't. It was nice that it was all just in a big suitcase that they could like see the clothes, and they actually had a little area that Waverly could unpack her clothes, and she thought that was really fun that she could have her own little set of drawers and unpack her little room that they had set up. So they had a lot of fun being able to spend the week at Grandma and Grandpa's house, and Waverly the other day was actually just saying, so next week I'm going to spend 3 days at Grandma and Grandpa's house. And we were like, you are? And she's like, yeah, I decided. So we're glad that she had fun. Definitely missed them though while we were away. But it was definitely fun to just go out on the cruise and everything. That was our first time ever going on a cruise ship. First time Trajan's ever been out of the country. So lots of just fun things. The cruise was fun. The weather wasn't the absolute best. It was really windy, so the cruise ship was really movey and wavy. So luckily we didn't really get sick, but some people that we went with got sick, and that wasn't very fun for them. That does not sound like a very fun time. And because of the waves, we went to what am I trying to say? We came from California, and then we were supposed to stop in Catalina, but because it was so windy, we couldn't, because you have to go on like a different boat to get Catalina. And then we ended up going to just Ensenada, and we really enjoyed it there. Definitely was like glad we were just there for like the day, and then we could go back on the ship. But it was fun just to kind of explore and just see a little bit of a different country, even if it's more of like a touristy area. But it was definitely fun. You'll have to let me know if you've ever been on a cruise before. If so, where did you go on a cruise? After we had gone, we definitely want to go with the kids. We had gone with Trajan's work, but we definitely want to go on a cruise when the kids get a little bit bigger. We think that Waverly would absolutely love it, so I'm sure when Wacy gets a little bit bigger, he will too. So if you've been on a cruise with kids, let me know a good kid-friendly cruise. The cruise line we went on was a Royal Caribbean. I can't remember the cruise ship like name, but there was definitely kid activities, but I feel like there's other cruise ships that are more geared for kids. So let me know what cruises that you've gone on that are geared for kids, because definitely here in a few years we'll be probably wanting to plan a trip, because I think it would be really fun. And then we were actually already talking with my family how it would be fun to go on a cruise with all like the adults. So maybe in the future we'll be going on more, but it was definitely a fun little getaway, and we left at the perfect time. It was actually really cold weather when we had gone here in Idaho, so it was, even though it was windy, it was still like warmer even with the wind. So it was just nice overall. But as I was talking, we just got the living room cleaned up. There was a bunch of toys that we really wanted to bring, so we were unpacking those, and then just my few things that I had packed in my backpack. I needed to kind of straighten up the diaper bag, get that taken care of. Trajan's backpack we needed to get unloaded, just straightening up, getting things unloaded, put them back to where they belong. We had spent like the morning a little bit just together, and this was like more of the afternoon when I started cleaning up. So we had already made breakfast, so you're going to see here in a little bit. I do have a few dishes in the sink that I needed to take care of, but that was easily just, I could put it in the dishwasher because I had all the dishes done. Everything was cleaned, so that was really nice. And then here in just a minute, we're going to move on into the kitchen. And you'll see I started just to pile up everything into there because I feel like that's just easier for me, especially having it downstairs. I don't want to spend the time to go downstairs so many times, so I'll just put everything in here. But we brought our little swing that I have at work, so that was just in my car. But then we also brought his little like playpen thing, so that way if they needed to get some things done, if they were cooking dinner, they could stick Wacy in there. And then my carry-on bag actually ended up getting broken while we were traveling, so I went ahead and just threw that away because it was broken and the wheel was screwing up the whole time we were headed home, and it was a pain. So definitely wanted to get rid of that. That is not a very good suitcase anymore when you're going through an airport. But you can see our big pile of laundry that we need to get taken care of. But we're going to bring all of this downstairs. And then I needed to start a load of laundry so we could get going on that. And then we're going to get started clearing off the counters and doing the dishes.
For so long, I've been trying to get you out of my head. Oh yeah, but somehow I always seem to wake up in your bed. Baby, if we talk for a minute, then maybe we'd be getting somewhere. I just wanna love you a little to see where this is going. I really need to know, babe. Can we just open up? Cause I got to know if you feel the things I do. I might need some help if you let me go. Cause I'm flying through the sky and I'm sitting a little high on you. For so long, I've been thinking that we're more than just friends. Oh yeah. Oh, but maybe your heart is falling for someone else. Whoa, 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 maybe we should talk for a minute. Then maybe we'd be getting somewhere.
So now I'm just unloading all of the snacks for Wacy and everything kind of related to him. I did keep like the medicine in this bag just because I didn't want the kids to get into it, obviously, but I had packed him his like bottles. We gave him a new bottle like scrubber, so they had that, and then they were just feeding him kind of whatever they were eating, but then also if they just needed like a few snacks for him, they had those there for him. So that's what we did with that. And then I needed to clean my pump part because I hadn't yet from that night. Being in the airport and going through there, it was kind of a pain to wash it. So I was like, I'll just wash them later. I knew I wasn't going to need them because I was planning on feeding Wacy, unless I guess he would have had a hard time going back to latching, but he did perfectly fine after. So that was really nice that he was able to, because I was kind of worried, but I went into it knowing that was a possibility, that it might just be that I have to start pumping now. But I'm glad that wasn't the case. But it was really nice because I like had an oversupply at the beginning of like having a baby. That's just how I am. I just get a major oversupply. So it works out really nice that I end up with a big stash of milk. So my parents actually had a bunch at their house, so I didn't even have to worry about like bringing any over to them. So that was really nice and helpful in that way. So overall, it was so nice. We had such a good trip, and it felt so good to just get things cleaned up and picked up. Not right after our trip getting home, but like within that first day. So if you're getting home from a trip, I challenge you just to get up and get it done, get going on cleaning. You'll feel so much better and just refreshed, especially because you might have a busy week where you're taking off from vacation. I know that's how I was. I normally only work Tuesdays and Thursdays for like 4 hours each time, but I had to work a lot more just playing catch up because I did go to work at my busiest time of the year. But we are just finishing up these dishes, and then that's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you guys all so much for being here and watching. I hope you're able to get motivated to clean up after your trip, unpack, get going on the things that you need to, or just tackle the cleaning that you've been needing to. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, you guys.
I just wanna love you a little to see where this is going. I really